My name is Harrel Lee Johnson. I was born in the country of Buffalo, Texas, March 21st, 1935. I was born I was born in a log house. Um, my mother was Carrie Mae Green. My father was Leon Johnson. Mm, I My father left before I was born, so I got a chance to meet him 5 days before I was 35 years old. Well, not, it was the last Sunday of December 9th. It wasn't the last Sunday of December. I met Lee 5 days before my 38th birthday. That was the first time I met my father. My mother left me when I was 6 months old, so my grandparents raised me. They had 10 children, and seemed like I was the 11th child. I lived in the country of Buffalo until I was 5 years old. That was in 1940 when my grandfather moved to Bryan, Texas. Now, in Buffalo, my uncle kept me kind of busy. I had two dogs, Boots and Bee. I had a horse that my uncle allowed me to claim named Diamond, and I had another horse that my uncle let me claim was, I'm forgetting my horses, Diamond and, but anyway, my uncle farmed, and he had a lot of land there. So he had an old mule, an old red mule. And before I was 5 years old, I was running a scooter stock plow in behind that mule. I used to drive a wagon before I was 5 years old. I drove a wagon with a team of horse and a mule. Also, um, I my aunt once my aunt that I lived with named Azalee. She had to go to Buffalo, which was 2 miles away. I drove her to Buffalo in the wagon. And we tied the team up behind the buildings out there in the trees. My aunt walked across the highway to the bus station because she had to catch a bus to go to another town to see a doctor. She gave me 50 cents. I took the 50 cents and I went across the street to eat to a restaurant. But at that time, we had to go through the back door of the restaurant. We couldn't go in the front. So I went in the kitchen so I could eat. But they had a slot machine in the kitchen. I'm not 5 years old, and there's a slot machine in the kitchen. I got change, and out of that 50 cents, I put 45 cents in the slot machine. I didn't win anything. So I had a nickel left, and I said, oh, man, what am I going to do? I walked across the highway to the bus station. I walked back to the cafe. I walked back to the bus station. Finally, I decided that I would put that last nickel in this slot machine. Now, remember, I'm not 5 years old, and they got slot machines in the kitchen of a restaurant where black folks had to eat. I put that nickel in the slot machine, and I hit 12 nickels. So when my aunt come back, I gave her the 50 cents back.